Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Ducks will kick this deep to start us off. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That's reeled in. It's more. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Looking right, this one caught. Breaks loose at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The Noles pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
This will be 3rd and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Here we go on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the same runner's got it again. Creative running there. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's looking deep here. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to win a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Pitch to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. He's at the 50. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's running the ball is free in the backfield. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. The sure hands. It's McClellan. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
You will lose 10 yards on that carry. Good play by the defense.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And looking for a big play here. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
The defense is spread all over the field.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Just trying to get rid of it. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Breaks free. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
Now, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Now, not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now, defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Off the play fake on first down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Getting set. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the middle.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Run it up the middle, but stuck for no gain. Now it's second down here. The linebacker shifting around now. Looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Knowles. It was a foot race and he won it. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This has been a rough first half. I'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. And off the deflection, it's caught.
That's just great awareness here by this running back not to give up on the play. That ball gets deflected, but a good job of having the awareness and the hands to be able to catch that ball and end up getting some positive yards.
Fires it to the wideout. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense really clicking. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return man steps out at the 28. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, and he makes the catch out of the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
Boy, this is a huge score. Not only to cut into the lead, Chris, but just psychologically to be able to score like this. You go in at halftime, you make some adjustments, you get ready to make a big comeback now in the 2nd half.
And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to get us going in the 2nd half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this 2nd half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught quickly. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. A 4th down completion to the running back. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Hit as he released it. And he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Now that's how you execute. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after that big play, I'm all about taking a shot right to the end zone here.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Or it's snapped to the back. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Throws to the tight end. And the senior quarterback, lucky he didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
They'll run it to the left. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back. Found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Same tailback, another carry. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Receiver in motion now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Send the back in motion. Trying for a fourth down completion. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Past the 50. At the 30 now. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They'll run it here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to winning.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to chuck it again. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Decides football games. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his target, and it's complete. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And they'll use the ground game here. Sophomore with a strong tackle there. The Seminoles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go.
It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida State. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
They go with a direct snap. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Using his legs on the scramble. Deep shot caught inside the 25. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. 2nd down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Now that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
This crowd looking for a big fourth down stop. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the second down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll run it to the right side. Oh, what a move. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Head coach say, we'll try it again. They're 0 for 3 on previous fourth down attempts. Handoff to the right side. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it.
He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, Ducks. A strong fight back.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to, can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot?
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. 35-28. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?